All right, on the road again. This is a little rare for me. I've got a conventional truck built here, although it is from the 80s. This is the classic white, also known as the Volvo white. Been a rough day. Had a tough day, so this is what I do to unplug and don't think about anything but what it's like to be a truck driver. So let's fire it up. Here it goes. Right. Let's get outside the truck. Hear what this thing sounds like. Looks like we got a generator here. Take a look and see where we're going here. We are going to Dallas. What does the route look like? Pretty straightforward. Interstate hauling all the way there. All right. Let's hit them air brakes. Love that sound. Never gets old. All right, we are in gear. Let's go. Signature look for me. Red, white, and blue. Alright. Let's get on out this yard. Got a little bump. Turn right here. Take a little gander to the left. Gears. Turn onto the interstate. Get this bad boy in the wind. It just sounds so good. Sounds so good. I got 18 speed in this. It's a 550 Cummins. I said it on my last video. Better get back on the road. I'm a cat guy, but man, these Cummins, man, they sure do sound good. Generator's heavy. I can tell. That's what happens when I take my eyes off the road. Almost ran off the road. I went through these gears a little fast. 16th gear. Should have rode through the gears a little better. I guess you gotta have the headlights on. Well, fine. Oh boy, we got a little accident over there. Does not look good. Bad for that guy. And we better get back in my lane. We got a straight shot to Dallas, it looks like. So you can put this bad boy in the wind. 75 is the speed limit. I got her to the floor right now. I got 18 speed. So I could probably get just above 75. I don't know. Oh man, we're gonna be able to break the speed limit here. Yeah, so what I was saying is I had a tough day, and this is, I can't even drive and talk here, y'all. I don't really do much for myself. Now, that's not a woe is me, poor little Chris, but I gotta start doing more for myself, get a little balance in my life. I feel like all I do is work. Whenever I'm home, all I do is think about work. It's starting to really, affect me being present with my kids. So, I go to therapy once a week. I don't go. My therapist is in Los Angeles. And no, she's not your typical Californian. When COVID hit a few years back, I went through a pretty tough time. We had a downturn in the business due to supply chain and chipset crisis and all that. So I got super depressed, and so I started going to therapy, and now I just go to maintain it. But you know, she's I'm trying to adjust my mic here, which is why I'm all over the road. But you know, I talk with Heather once a week just to kind of maintain, deal with the problem of the week, or a lot of stuff on my mind, or just really to get some stuff out. I'm a big believer in therapy. Not that, you know, therapy is the answer to everything, but it certainly helps a whole lot when you talk to people who know what in the world they're talking about whenever they give you advice. And so one of the things that she's, you know, got me convinced that I need to do is this, which is drive my truck. When I come on to the call, look at there, there's Varia, there's a customer. Or used to be a customer. Varia moved on. They went to a completely different system. There's MCT, there's a customer. And if I'm grumpy or, you know, moody or just kind of having a rough time, she'll say, "When's the last time you drove your truck?" And, you know, usually it's been some period of time since I've done that. And the other thing I do is go out on the boat, which I haven't done a whole lot this summer. It's just been a super busy summer. I've had a lot of travel. Plate's been full. Projects going on. You know, running a business is, man, it is so difficult. I mean, it's not that it can't be done, and it's not that I can't do it, but I'm gonna tell you, man, it's not for the faint of heart. And you know, it's not as easy as what it was years ago. Now, it's never been easy, but you know, technology hasn't allowed us to do more, but technology requires you to do more. So you know, you do more with less, but the fact of the matter is you still just do more. And man, it just becomes overwhelming, and you just get on this hamster wheel where you just running all the time, and you don't even know what you're running for sometimes. And so, you know, last couple of years I've been trying to figure out, like, you know, what is my purpose? What is our business's purpose? And you know, it's you know, I've always wanted to be a truck driver. I've said that in a couple of these videos. You know, even though I'm not a truck driver and this is what I like to do, it's you know, we supply mobile technology to the trucking industry, and you know, I got to do more than that. You know, I got to have more as a purpose for our business than that. And so I kind of thought about it, and I'm just like, man, we're going to help companies reduce driver turnover. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to make sure that the experience those drivers have with that mobile technology that runs their EOD system is as good as it possibly can be. You know, we have a very simple formula that works. It's called GSM, the right gear, set up the right way, and managed the right way. And so you do that, and then you stack things that benefit the driver with things like unlimited data on tablets and that type of stuff. Like, we know that that makes a difference in the driver's life on the road, but you know, what's become even more closer to my heart is just this love and appreciation and respect that, you know, that we have for drivers, or that I have for drivers. And it's just, it's what fuels me now. So, you know, the mission is, it's bigger than just mobile technology. It's bigger than just, I mean, even this GSM philosophy and unlimited data and all of that stuff. Like, a lot of that stuff is a twist on what we already do, but the impact it's got a greater cause, and that's to improve drivers' lives on the road. And ultimately, if a trucking company can supply that kind of experience to the driver, you know, we feel that, and this has been confirmed by drivers, we feel that, you know, drivers will be less likely to turn over because pay is equal. You know, the trucks are not all equal, but they're close. You know, you got all of those factors which make it a level playing field. Now, you know, you got cargo, you know, flatbed, dry van, reefer, tanker, hazmat, all that stuff. Now, those are variables. And then the lanes themselves, the routes, you know, that's variable as well. But like everything else, is kind of a level playing field. So it gets down to, how does the driver feel driving for the fleet? You know, and how can the fleet, I don't know what in the world's going on there. Oh, we got a wreck, it looks like. You know, how can the fleet deliver an experience to the driver that will make them think twice about leaving? And so we believe we can play our part with making sure that, you know, these drivers have what they need from a reliable system standpoint, with that whole GSM thing, the right gear set up the right way and managed the right way. And then unlimited data does a whole lot to, you know, get the driver the tools that they need and experiences that they need that they wouldn't get otherwise. But then we have this software company that we've been working and developing. It's an application called 10.5, and you know, 10.5 takes the stuff that I just described to the next level. And you know, one of the challenges that we all have is communication, and you know, driver dispatch communication is, you know, it's a love-hate situation. And come on, man, move it or lose it. And so 10.5 automates driver dispatch communication. Driver just speaks commands to the tablet that's just sitting over there running their logs, and then, you know, dispatch listens to the messages as opposed to the driver sitting on hold. Come on, man. The driver sitting on hold. And then the driver gets a chance to provide feedback. You know, they all talk. They all have great ideas, but those ideas are rarely heard. You know, because you got to think about a driver. A driver is doing what I'm doing right now. They're just driving. You know, they're not in the office. They're not in conference room. And they're not on Zoom calls. So where do they really get an opportunity to make some constructive Jake sounds pretty nice. Here's a smooth Jake. It isn't super crackly. I mean, I should take a page from Batman's book. Get around this truck. We got a lane. Let's go. Oh, Lord. I missed that one. If you can't see me, I can't see you, and vice versa. And so they have this feedback loop. We call it a, you know, comment message. And then if you give them one, you got to give them the other. You got to give them a channel to complain. Oh. I got to turn right. Let me hit this Jake's and slow it up a little bit. I love driving in Texas. So, you know, we give the driver a feedback loop where they can comment and they can complain. And this isn't where everybody can hear it. It's for, you know, the person on the other end. So that's the fleet manager, the driver manager, the safety manager, dispatch. You know, dispatch typically responds to you know, messages where the driver needs information or requests or whatever. But then, you know, the third thing that 10.5 does is it extends culture to the cab. That's the best way that I can describe it. So what it does is, you know, you can send a message from the office to all the drivers, a group of the drivers, or, you know, even a single driver. And so that's how you extend culture to the cab, you know, because remember, they're not in the conference room, they're not on Zoom calls, you know, they probably attend driver meetings, but other than that, they see each other at the fuel island. Come on, man. And that's about it. So, you know, they don't know what's going on in the company. So, you know, our IVEX technology allows drivers, or excuse me, allows executives, fleet managers, driver managers, you know, whoever in the company to send fleet-wide messages, group-wide messages to the driver, company announcements, gratitude, recognition. We even have like this pre-planned 90-day onboarding voice drip plan. It's just like they drip out messages in order. You know, first week they get 2 messages, the next week they get 2 more messages, the next week they get, and they're pre-recorded. And so, you know, when you factor in all of these things, right, the driver has to use an ELD. That ELD is going to run on a tablet. That's the going thing. If you've got the right tablet, it's in the right case, it's in the right mount, the mount has integrated charging, so it works, and then it's set up the right way, so it works. The display doesn't flake out. You know, the GPS accuracy is turned on. You know, you got all of those factors. You know, so it's set up and it's optimized to run well for the driver. Then, you know, you have the right management, which is, you know, where it says keep left and keep right. Let's look here. I can't really see well out these mirrors. Oh, what am I doing here? All right, I'm getting off here. Oh boy. Oh yeah, the Jakes, they're doing the jobs. Look at that, they're doing their job. And whenever you have the right management behind it, I gotta pull in from the way station here. And you know, the updates are managed properly. You know, they've got a we gotta find this way station here. Is this it right here?
Keep right.
Yeah.
And then
Be jake it on down.
recompute.
And so I got way off track there, but when you have the right management behind it, so whenever you do updates to the applications and it doesn't fail, because when you wing it, that's just what happens. So then you have this driver experience, 81,000 pounds. When you have this driver experience that's reliable, the gear that they use is set up the right way, it's managed the right way, it's a reliable system, and then they have a voice, they feel like they're heard, they feel like they know what's going on with the company, they can take this frustrating communication that they have.
Reroute.
Oh boy. I think I just got on when I think I zigged when I should have zagged. But you add all that together. The upshift here, downshift. And you add all that together, and what you get is a happy driver. You know, that there's no crystal ball. We don't know that, can't guarantee that the driver's happy. But I know this, if they don't have these things that I just mentioned, they didn't have them before, and, you know, now they do, then, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? Their technology... Oh, man, I done messed up. Missed my turn somehow. Jawing here on this microphone. Downshift here. Woo! Coming in hot. I tell you what, these Jakes really work. And, you know, you have this situation where the driver didn't have any of that information, any of that technology before, and now they do. It's a game changer. So we think that's going to be the recipe for reducing driver turnover. I do believe that is going to be what is going to save the driver from turning over. Text here. Woo. No texting and driving.
And then turn left. Turn left.
T-Force Freight, would you look there? Another one of my customers. Man, it's just really cool, man, to be driving this truck and just... I don't need to get back on the interstate. That's where I messed up. Alright, what have I got here? But anyway, it's kind of hard. I mean, oof, Lord, I am just butchering this tonight.
Go straight on.
Alright, let's look left and let's look right. Look left, we're good. Right. Turn that Jake off. I hear a car. Yeah, it's just one to the left of me. I gotta get back on. Hope there's no car there, because I did not do a good job of verifying. Let's get my head back on straight. I think we're close to our destination. Look at there, there's Hirschbach. Man, it's kind of cool to see all these companies, knowing that I've either met with them before, have opportunities with them. This game's really motivating sometimes, because I know these, you know, these fleets that we see in the game or simulators, Cowan, they're big, you know, they're big. And the fact that I'm working with some, am I got the way again? All right, I can bypass it. This is where I messed up before. Oh, I got my map up here. I didn't even see this. All right, what have I got here?
Keep right and then turn
Keep right and turn right. But anyway, I'm sure I'll talk about this 2 or 3, 4 more times.
Turn right.
Driving these trips, because I enjoy driving. And I got a mic for a reason. What am I doing here? There's a Prime
Get
Ink.
ready to turn right.
Prime Ink. Let's screenshot that.
Turn right.
Alright, I'm turning right. In 14th gear. Alright, let's see what we got here. Float through them gears, baby. Look at that, already at 10th gear. That's what I'm saying. I'm going through these gears too fast. I got an 18 speed, which I've always been a 13 speed guy. Wow. Look at this.
Get ready to turn left.
That is, look at all those trailers, man. That is one big. Oh, and where am I at here? I'm at the railhead. Yep, Union Pacific. This is kind of cool. I bet whenever I drive through here, where am I going here? Am I going the right way? I assume that's the exit. Oh no. I think I'm gonna have to go here to the left. I don't even look behind me. Alright, let me get it together here. Let's see what happens. I think this is my destination where I'm supposed to stop. Have I? See if it lets me in. Oh Lord, I was right the first time. Look behind me. There ain't nobody behind me because everybody else is. Let's see what we got here. Everybody else is probably set up to pull in the right way, but old Chris has got to go against the grain like I do in life. I haven't even looked behind me. Oh yeah, I'm good. My load's straight. Alright. Yeah, well, you've seen I put on the best show tonight. Not as if I've got a bunch of fans. Wonder if anybody actually listens to what I say when I drive. I don't think so. Well, maybe they do, but you're gonna hear a lot more because this is good for me to get a lot of stuff off my chest, to be honest.
I'll find a new route.
Thank you for finding a new route, Karen. I call her Karen. Let's see here. This is not exciting. It's one of the more tedious things in the simulator. Let's see what I got here. I don't never seen that before, so I don't really know what it means. Start security check. Okay. Never seen that one before. But I've also never been to a Union. Oh, I see where I'm going. A Union Pacific rail yard or head or whatever they call it. I think it's called a railhead. I bet there's some cool car loads. Turn my flashers on here. Let's be legal. But yeah, I don't know if anybody's listened to what I've said tonight. I mean, I'm not live, but I'm probably just gonna start driving and talking a lot more, man. Looks like I need to bust a right here. I'll tell you what, there are a lot of trailers. Trellis. There's a lot of trellis here. I should be able to easily get a load out of here. And we'll probably clock out after this one. But I can end the simulator here and pick back up tomorrow.
It's all over now.
All right, here we go. All right. I'm just gonna play it safe. And probably grab that. Wonder where that garbage truck's going. Alright, let's see how I'm doing here. A little off. Dang it. Let me square up. Kind of cheated here by looking on the outside. Alright, let's pull straight on through. Boom. Alright. Well, alright. Another successful trip. There we go. Moving on up. Thanks for listening, y'all.